So I have entitled this sequence, at least the very beginning part, which I've actually crafted. I don't know what's happening in the middle and the ends. Hip, hip, hooray, it's the weekend. So if that gives you a little clue, we're working on the hips. Okay, so start here and then bring yourself into Badakanasana. So soles of the feet are together. You can take your hands to the front part of the ankle and for just a moment lift up. So this is like a really sweet way to elongate the spine. And take a full breath in, whatever is available to you. And then as you exhale, hinge. So hinge with a long spine. Take the elbows to that nice meaty part of the calf. And you can continue the forward feel of the posture, but then just let the head and neck drop down. On an exhale, shoulders out of the ears. On an inhale, the belly fills. Good, one last breath. And then press your heels together as you come up. Stretch your right leg forward. Janu Shirsasana, left foot, inner thigh. Stretch your arms up. And then hinge forward. Now, I want you to just let your hands land where they will. We'll come down into that forward fold and then inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Good, inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale. Walk your hands back towards you. Bend both knees. Take a full breath, feet nice and wide. Exhale, drop to the right. Take that left hand around. Come, instead of coming down into your crawling twist, stay high. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, full breath in, full breath out. Last breath, full in and full out. And then slowly release, come back to neutral. Take your right leg, cross it over your left. I lifted my hips for a moment to just get that position and then drop them back down. Hands behind you so you stretch the chest forward and up, full breath. Good. And release, come back to Badakanasana, soles of the feet together. Hands right there at the top of the ankle, base of the shin. Breathe in and exhale, fold. Good, inhale. And this time, left leg is long, right foot on inner thigh, arms stretch up. And hinge forward. Let the hands land where they will. Fold with the breath out. Lift and elongate with the breath in. There's just a little rhythm here. Good, last breath. And come all the way back up. Roll the shoulders open and back, both feet to the floor, knees bent. Drop everything to the left. Take that right arm around. We'll stay high. Full breath in. And full breath out. Work the twist here. Full breath in. Exhale. Last breath. Come back to center. Your feet are a little closer together. Lift your hips just for a moment. Left ankle crosses over right. We're in that classic figure four. Good. Full breath in. And full breath out. Good. From here, release down. You've got the right shin down, the left shin on top. Visiting square for just a breath. Full breath in, full breath out. Now we've got that left foot on top. We're going to just shift. Put the left foot on the floor, left hand kind of presses along that inner leg, spine tall. Good, full breath in, full breath out. Here's a twist as well as a hip opener. Last breath. Good, release. I want you to take that left leg, swing it back behind, plant it on the floor. This is called deer pose. Breathe in and exhale. Maybe you'll walk yourself forward. I've got my elbows bent, softening down on the exhale, lengthening on the inhale. Good, exhale, inhale. Last one. Come on up, shift your weight a little bit to the right. The left leg comes around now. We bring it all the way around into shoelace. I know I've got black pants, black mouth. It's hard to see. I put my hands on my ankles so I could lift my hips, hands behind to lift your chest. Breathe in, breathe out, let the hips settle down as you continue to still lift the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, last one. Good, release, shift your weight back a little bit, undo the legs. Now we've got left on the bottom, right on top. Full breath here. And as you exhale, we just kind of shift. Now the right foot's on the floor, take your right hand, and you can bring it inside the leg to kind of press away. So there's a hip opener and there's a twist that's really targeting more of the low back here. Good, full breath in and full breath out. Last breath. Good, release. Now that right leg swings back behind, the knees bent. You might realign the hips coming into deer. Full breath, you can stay tall or you can fold forward, kind of like that waterfall action. We let the body come down to the floor and then lift up and lower down and lift up. Good, last time, lower down and lift up. Now shift your weight just a little bit left. The right leg comes through, cross it over to the best of your capacity. What I did was I took my right hand on my ankle to press down and lift my hips, so then my knees were a little more compact. Good, hands behind, full breath in, and full breath out. Let the hips settle down towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, last breath. Good, release. Now, start to release that shoelace position. Shift your weight all the way to the left and come onto all fours. So from all fours, please stretch your right leg out, maybe broaden your left knee, pause for a moment. And then you can settle in, maybe walk your hands forward so we're in a half child's pose. My hips are pretty high. Breathing in and out. Last one. Walk your hands back in, and now we'll thread the needle. So left arm comes through, palm faces up. Don't come into the twist. I want you to keep your chest neutral and stretch your right arm back forward. So we really get deeply into the shoulder. I've got the palm up. I want you to press even more into that right hand and drop the right shoulder down for a little more leverage. Good, bring everything back into neutral. Stand up on the shin. Good, left hand to the floor, right arm overhead. Full breath in and out. Good, release. Come back to all fours. Stretch your left leg long. You can broaden that right knee a little bit. Arms are forward if you'd like. Come on down, your half child. Love this one for the adductors. If you don't know where the adductors are, think about where you feel the stretch, and that's where they are. Good, walk your hands in. This time it's your right hand. We flip it through, but it's not a twist. We're getting the shoulder stretch. So I put my right arm down, and then I just kind of give my weight to the floor. Stretch your left arm forward. You want the shoulder blades aiming towards the floor. And give weight then to that right shoulder. Last breath. Good, come on up. Take your left hand, your right hand to the floor and stretch your left arm over. Good, last breath. And come back to this kneeling position. So from here, I'm going to just kind of lift your left leg up, take it back behind you, and then cross it over. So we're sitting back into shoelace. So when I do this, I don't just plop right back because it's a little taxing to the hamstring. I kind of lift that top leg up and then come back. Good. So back in shoelace. Hands back onto the ankle bones. Tall spine, breathe in. And then exhale, if you choose, you'll fold forward. Breathing in, elongating. looking slightly forward and breathing out. So because we're at the beginning of practice, at the beginning of the day, at the beginning of the weekend, I want you to look forward, extend the chest forward for what's to come, and fold with the exhale. Last breath. Good. So we can take what's a classic yin pose. Good. Walk the hands in and come to the other side. And we use a slight amount of movement with a deep, full breath. And we take what's a classic yin pose and we bring some life to it. A different kind of life, right? The exhale is the folding. The inhale is the lengthening and reaching and stretching forward. That's such a metaphor, right? The inhale for looking forward, moving forward. The exhale, softening, releasing, acknowledging what has passed. Good, last breath. Walk the hands back in, roll the shoulders open and back. And from here, we'll take the top leg, which was the left leg, and bring it back behind us. We're back in deer pose. Take a full breath in. And then exhale. It's a very subtle twist. Your left hand just comes outside that front thigh, more than really trying to rotate. Get length through the spine. Feel the small degree of rotation from the top of the rib cage. Breathing in and out. Last breath. Come back. Good. From here, simply taking deer on the other side. So again, tall spine, right hand just outside the left leg. Think about, instead of getting a big full twist, a very, very finite degree of rotation, really with that Tadasana spine. Good, last breath. And release. All right, from here, the right leg is in, I'll say it like that, the left leg is out. So if we were in square, we'd have one on top of the other. Now we have one forward of the other. Okay, so we've got the right leg on the floor, left leg in front, full breath. Exhale, fold, maybe come to your forearms. Good. Press your forearms down if you're there. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Good. And exhale, fold. It's going to feel a little bit like a cat-cow. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. This is very akin to Ashtavani Mudra. So inhale and exhale. There's a little bit of natural rocking motion. Last time, inhale. Continue the inhale, come all the way up. We simply switch legs. Left leg inside, right leg outside. Breathe in. Walk your hands forward. You can stay or come to forearms. Make sure you get that full exhale before you begin. Spread your palms wide. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale. And exhale. Good. There's a cat-cow feel. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Work your hands in, roll your shoulders open, feet to the floor, hips distance. Lift your seat just a little bit, take the right ankle, cross it over the left thigh, come down. Now from here, I'll show you from the side. Feel free to lift your hips, slide them up to that front ankle, walk your hands in. I'm actually walking the hands in, tenting them, flexing the foot, stretching the chest forward. So that really strong active foot and dropping that right leg down will bring you a nice deep stretch. Good, release. And we'll simply come to the other side. So left leg over right. I'm gonna drop down first to get the position, then slide my hips closer to my ankle. I've got a lot of forward momentum. So if you can see, you don't have to move, but you can see me here. And then when I come forward, walk my hands forward, I can drop a lot more weight into that bent knee. Good, last breath. Okay, release. From here, cross your shins, come forward. We're not going far. Come to all fours. Arch and round. Good. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Last breath, arch. And round. Find neutral, walk your hands the palm print forward, tuck your toes, shift into a bent knee down dog. That is a really bent knee down dog so that you can drop your hips and almost feel like child's pose. I want you to press as much as you can into the hands so that you can continue to let the spine around the hips drop. Good, and then stretch your legs straight. Okay, please bring the right foot forward between the hands. And we're going to, I'm actually wiggling my left leg back a little bit. Soften down. I want you to have a nice long stance. I'll tell you why in just a second. So soften the hip down, but don't let it let the knee touch. Just kind of let it hover. And then as you exhale, hop that foot in, bend the back knee, and stretch your front leg straight. Good. You got to hop the foot back so you're long as you drop down. Hop the foot in, bend your back knee, stretch your front leg straight. Good. Again, hop back and drop down. Hop in and stretch the leg straight. We'll do that twice more. Last one. Good. Hop it back, drop the knee, full breath. Downward facing dog. From your down dog, walk your hand in just a tiny little bit and drop down into child's pose with the low back, lower half of the body. Good. Back to down dog. Left foot is forward. Maybe wiggle the right toes back. We're going to just soften down. We get that hip flexor stretch right to the front of the quad here. And then hop that back foot in just a bit, bend the back knee, and stretch your front leg straight. There's a little hop, right? We have to accommodate the full length of the body here. And stretch straight. Good, 3 more times. Good, last one. Good, this time step all the way forward. Take your time in getting there. Both feet to the floor, inhale. And exhale. Good, strong legs, inhale. Heel toe your feet out a little wider until possibly the toes are off the mat, the heels are on, and come down into your squat. Take your arms inside the legs. This is a nice time to take a sip of water. Good. Really press the arms to the inner thighs. Full breath in and out. Good. Hands back down, lift up, walk your feet in. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, a half lift. Soft knees, down dog. Come on to your knees. And from here, you can do a wide child, or you can come right into frog. So if you're coming into frog, get those back legs out so the ankle is in line with the knee or slightly beyond. Come onto your forearms. And don't shift your weight too far forward. That's going to take it out of the hips. So you want to be where there is the most sensation. And again, frog doesn't necessarily fit into a classic vinyasa, but yet here in this sequence, it's like the perfect amount of heat, right? Because mentally, physically, emotionally, it creates it for us. Last breath. Good. Shift your weight just a bit forward so that you can tuck the toes under. I want you to lift the knees to come back to all fours. Okay, from your classic all fours position. Again, inhale, arch, and exhale, round. Okay, come to neutral. Please stretch your right leg long. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, long. Exhale, knee to nose. Good, inhale. Now when you exhale, knee to nose, find cat pose in the spine. Good, again, long and draw in. Last time, long. And now when you draw it in, take that foot outside the pinky, hop your leg back, drop the back knee down. We've got dragon for the legs. Stay on your hands or walk to your finger pads. Walk your hands closer to you, lift your spine. And then exhale. Feel free to fold forward and come to the forearms. Now, for me, I like that shift. I'm going to shift right as much as I can and shift left. I like the sensation of that dipping down. I'm going to shift and stay. And again, shift right. And shift left. Good. Last time, if you're shifting with me, right and left. Good. Come back to neutral. Walk that foot in. Find your down dog and bend your knees. Take your child's pose. Good. From here, down dog as it's traditionally felt in the body. Good. Lift your heels, soften your knees, take your feet wide, come into your squat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands down. You can step or float back to a soft knee down dog. Good. Come to all fours. Extend your left leg long. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, draw in. Find cat in your spine. Inhale. Don't arch, or I should say overarch when you extend. You want to keep the abdominals engaged as you extend the left leg long and draw it in. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale. Now this time we're going to inhale it long and exhale. Step that left foot outside the pinky. Reach the right leg up. Wiggle the toes back. Drop the knee. Classic dragon pose. Stay high. Full breath. And then lower down. Come onto the forearms if that's right. So shift your weight a little left, a little right. It's optional. And also if you shift and you really like it, feel free to stay. So we're just kind of getting into the bank at the hips, but at the same time, there's this overall kind of opening we're creating through the body simply by moving and breathing. Good. Last time. Good. Come on back. From here, dragon flying high for just a moment. Walk that left foot in. Bring the right foot to meet your left. Find a half lift. And fold. Good. From here, inhale a half lift, bend your knees. I want you to cross your left leg over your right. And inhale a long spine. Good. Exhale, fold, clasp opposite elbows and hang. Good. Last breath. Find a half lift. Cross the opposite leg in front and fold again. Good. Release the hands to the floor. Inhale a half lift. Step your left leg back and step your right leg back. Cross it over the way we just had. Down dog, legs are crossed. Maybe now you went from IT band more to calf. So down dog, right leg in front of left. Lift onto the balls of the feet just enough that you can switch. Now your left leg is forward. I have to do a little rearranging to make this one feel good. Find your down dog here. Note it's kind of like I have a feeling of shoelace, if you will. Last breath. Good. Release. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward between the hands. Find a half lift. Fold. Good. Strong legs. Find a half lift. Come back to down dog. And then shift forward into plank. I want you to have the spine long, the gaze forward. Good. Take your left hand in front of the right, not much, just slightly forward. Come onto the pinky, I'm sorry, I'm not mirroring you here. Pinky to side of left foot. Place the right foot down and then drop. So I'm actually dropping really to kind of like a hover. So it's just like my hip is just kind of skimming. Good. Nice big full breath in. Full breath out. Return back to your plank pose. Full breath here. Right hand a little bit forward. Pinky toe side of right foot. Left foot steps down. That's your kickstand. I'm actually walking my right foot a little further. I want more length as I drop. I'm not going to commit to dropping to the floor yet. I want to hover for a moment. See if I have enough stretch and sensation. I'm actually taking my right foot. I wheeled it a little further away. This is one of those times where the shoulder comes up to the ear. Last breath. Good. Release. Bring yourself back into plank. Full breath in plank. Lower down. Strong legs, cobra. Good. From cobra, off force. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Good. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Last time, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. From here, come onto your forearms. Clasp all the fingers together. Take a pinky inside. So you have a blank slate there, a nice clean spot. Tuck your toes, breathe in. And as you exhale, lift up. Let the head and neck relax. And then if you want, and I encourage you to walk your feet forward. From here, inhale, lift onto the ball. So the feet are going to shift your weight slightly forward. And exhale, drop the heels down. Your torso is going to shift back to the thighs. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, drop them down. Good. Inhale. The shift forward takes more weight over the shoulder girdle. Exhale. The heels press down, more stretch through the backs of the legs. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Last one. Shift. And lower. Good. Walk the feet back. Drop the knees. Come to all fours. And then stretch both arms forward. But we're not coming down. We're walking them to the side, then coming down. So full breath. And exhale, drop the chest. Good. Lift. Come back to center. Full breath. Walk the hands to the right, to the left, and drop the chest. Good. Inhale. Back just to neutral. All I want you to do now is come onto your right side. So we're on the right side, knees bent. I should really say come onto the side that you can see me. So I'm making a triangle here. The hand, the hip, the armpit. Go ahead and drop the weight down. The shoulder comes up to the ear. We get a nice stretch along the whole side body. You can let the chin slightly drop to the chest, or you can keep it pretty neutral. I've got the knees bent and stacked. Your arm just kind of rest on your leg. Good. Last breath. And slowly come up and come into the counter, so we just kind of press away. Good. And come to neutral. Same thing, other side. So the legs are stacked, the knees are bent. You don't want to go too far, but you don't want to come too close, right? And if you have any wrist issues, you can come on your forearm. You just want to be able to give weight to this. Your shoulder's going to come up to your ear, and you actually want that action because we want more stretching along the side body here. Good, last breath. And then find your counter. So we just kind of press away, press away. Good, and come back. Okay. Coming into Arta, Matsi, Andrasana. So we're super prepped for a twist here. So again, it's like bad planning, dark pants, dark mat. It's hard to see. But my right leg is under, my left leg is over. I'm lifting my hips, getting a lot of alignment. I'm actually going to take the right arm and squeeze that leg in a little bit first. And then get your spine tall. Keep rearranging the legs. Right arm is up. Come across and twist. And sometimes I like to take my right hand to my, I can't figure out what foot that is. It's the foot that you can grab easily. Yeah, feel the effects of this posture like throughout the entire, like radiating through the whole back body. Release. Now the legs are pretty primed for shoelaces. This is our third time here. I'm shifting myself forward a little bit, coming in. Take a breath. And then you can walk your hands forward. And so I had to almost like kind of tuck my hamstring in, kind of like internally rotate it. I still feel a little bit of extra pressure there, which I don't want. I'm actually going to externally rotate it now to come more to neutral. You can stay higher, you can fold. If you fold, you can come to your forearms. You can let your chin rest on the top knee. Good, last breath. And we'll slowly come up and out, roll everything open. And we'll come to Ardha Matsi Andrasana on the other side. And shift your weight back. Left leg under, right leg over. Use that arm to hug in for a moment if need be. All that rearranging is really worth it. Left arm is up. We twist. One side will most likely feel quite a bit different than the other. I'm actually really using my left arm to kind of press that right leg in, but also to help me revolve. Good, last breath. Come back. We've already got that position for shoelace, lift, realign, etc. Good, stay tall. Or come down, you can just do hands, forearms if you'd like. My elbows on this side are hovering. They're not quite the same as the other side. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Roll the shoulders open and back. Shift your weight back. And we're actually visiting where we began. So heels together, hands in the front of the ankles. Pull yourself to a tall spine. And then fold over. And at this stage now, at the very tail end of the practice, we're going to hold this posture for just a little while. You can feel free to bring, sometimes I like to keep the feet together but open the toes wide. Then take my elbows to the balls of the feet, bring my hands together in prayer, and fold. On an inhale, bring yourself back up. And just use your hands to bring the knees straight. Stretch your legs straight. Okay, legs stretch straight and long. Arms up. I want you to wiggle your hips a little side to side so we get a really nice solid foundation from the sit bones. Full breath. Exhale, hinge and fold. If hands find feet, great. If not, let them find the floor for the meaty part of the calves. Folding. If you'd like, let your inhale really lift you up. If you need a little bit of energy to begin the day, look forward, stretch your breastbone forward, be aware of what's there, and then soften down. And then you can do that again. Actively flex your feet. Use the hands on the feet or the floor to lift your spine, look forward. Breathe in as you're looking ahead, and then fold. It changes the energy, the posture. Last one, strong legs, flexed feet. Full breath, extending the spine, looking forward, dropping the shoulders out of the ears, and then fold. Good, inhale, come on up. Roll the shoulders open, back, hands behind, just a seated fish. You can do fingers away, whatever you'd like. Lift the chest. You don't have to lift the head and neck, but please do if you like that. And release. Okay, coming to a cross-legged seat. Thumb and index finger together, arms straight, palms up. Either be fully conscious and aware and manipulate the breath for a full deep breath, or simply let the body be. It's your choice. We'll take one more breath. Good, and then slowly bring the eyes open, take the hands and slide them along the long bones of the legs and kind of come around so that you cut the knees and maybe circle the hands around the knees a couple times. Again, slide around the long bones of the legs, circle the knees. Good, release, hands behind you and just stomp the feet. Activating all the chakras in the feet, all the energy lines in the body, the meridians that begin or end with the feet and correspond to the organs in the body. A couple more times, stomping. And come back. All right, we'll end. Create some heat and friction in the hands. And then interlace, press the palms forward, lift the arms up. And exhale, release. Namaste, yogis. Thank you all.